2, 3, 4, 5. Listen to me. Are you okay? Are you all right? Are you okay? You're taking too much. The fight is over.
It's time to fight under the full moon. We are outside live at Empire Fight Camp. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
You tried to give me the slip, didn't you, my friend? There was no way I was going to miss this.
It's time for our tale of the tape. Sugar Ray Robinson in the middleweight division. 160 pounds, 5'11" tall, with a reach of just over 72 inches. And he'll be staring across from the legend himself, Sugar Ray Leonard. Sugar Ray Robinson, one of the most skilled boxers to ever lace up the gloves, inducted into the International Boxing.
This bout is scheduled for 15 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, presenting one of the all-time greats, the Hall of...
Lots of hype. You can't imagine how bad these fighters want to get their hands on each other. Nice hook. Oh, that left hook hurt him. What an amazing environment, Johnny. A special night. These two gladiators going at it in the outdoors.
Now things have cooled down. Now the fans are heating it up again. They seem excited, wait for this. How they prepared for this, these fighters. This is going to be so hard, but so different.
Good counter punch. Right hook catching air. Back and forth they go. Neither fighter willing to back down.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Do you believe this? He just misses with that jab. Robinson got buzzed there. He's in trouble. Oh, wait a minute. Sugar Ray Leonard dazed. How is this fight? Nothing else he could do there but take a knee to stop the beating.
Absolutely gassed out, didn't know what to do, and hurt on top of that.
Talk about Leonard in that last round. Well, it's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's see what they have in store for us in the next one.
I seriously hope...
And there's the bell to start round two. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
Counter-puncher is going to wait for you to move first, and then we'll strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
Counter-puncher's my favorite kind of fighter. A good counter-puncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
Nice defense with that jab. Throw out a lazy jab in this fight, you'll get knocked out. That's way through the round, and man, these two are going at it.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Nice counter shot. just misses with that jab. His stamina is off the charts. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Sugar Ray Robinson just got rocked. Let's talk about Leonard in that last. On to the third. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Johnny, a lot of fighters focus on their defense with their hands up. This fighter focuses on their defense with their footwork, moving on those angles, staying out of danger.
If you want to corner an outside fighter, make them fight off the rope because they don't want to do that. They don't want to stand still. They want to move left to right. Pin him down. Throw a blanket on him.
His stamina is off the charts. Looking to land the hook. Misses with the jab. Catch and shoot. Both of these fighters have the conditioning to go the distance, no problem. They also have the power to end this with one punch. Putting the pedal to the metal, but has to be careful that he doesn't run out of gas. They've got to use their jab better in this fight. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about lip. Here we go to the fourth round. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Needs to be careful not to punch himself out. There's a counter shot. When you've got someone with the hand speed that this fighter possesses, how do you deal with it?
What you've got to do, Toddy, is anticipation. You've got to wait. You just got to throw caution to the wind and just hope. You're never going to know where the shots are coming from. You just got to put in a guess.
To be careful for that receipt. Oh, Leonard just got rocked. Didn't wait long to get. Did you see that? Sugar Ray's in trouble. No, we don't see a knockdown.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense. Work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
A perfect counter lands. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Leonard. Time for the fifth round. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? And excellent last round. Everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
That big hook doesn't land. This fighter expending a lot of energy in this round. Nice counter shot. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. One of the best attributes to have in boxing has nothing to do with boxing. It's how well you can take a punch to the face.
The middleweights are the best you can ever come across. Obviously, the glamour weight is a heavyweight, but the middleweight is the size of the average man or woman. When you get in there and you're letting the shots go, you've got power, you've got speed, you've got pace. You can stand, you can dance, you can do everything. We can look back in history. You know the amazing fights at middleweight are ridiculous. That is what writes our history books.
Halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
He misses with that jab. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Leonard in that last round. There's the bell to start round 6. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Both men step back for just a moment. Right when you think the pace will slow down, it picks up. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this that can seriously hurt you?
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you've got to think him. You've just got to be smarter than him. You've got to be like a little Fagin and pickpocket him.
Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. You'd like to see more jabs. The jab doesn't quite connect. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Leonard in that last round. Here comes round 7. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. In the early rounds of a fight, you'll see two boxers feel each other out, test each other's power, and I think this boxer has decided I can walk through anything that lands.
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics. Sometimes it's all right to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
Oh, Leonard just got rocked. appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
Bean Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Beautiful counter punch. They block that jab. This fight has a real good flow to it. Who's willing to go where the other fighter won't? This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Leonard in that last round. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they... There's the bell to start round 8. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
Middleweight always gives us a class. If you've got two class middleweight fighters, you are in for action. I'm quite sure right now, if you know your boxing, there's a certain fighter, Mr. I would just say marvelous, but some fighters were unbelievable at middleweight.
It's knockout or bust for both of these fighters. This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Might want to think of holding on here for a minute. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Just missed with that hook. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Leonard in that last round. Now you start wondering how much work these two... And we enter the ninth. They let it all hang out in the last round. What do they got left?
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me, personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
Talk about punches and bunches. That's the mantra for this fighter with that exceptional hand speed.
I've never seen a fighter so fast in my life. How do you deal with this? You've got to hope they run out of steam.
His stamina is off the charts. Believe what we're seeing. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dare do anything out of turn.
You've heard the phrase, finding a second win. I don't think I need to tell you which one of these fighters needs to find it.
Look back in the history books. Some of the best fighters in the world were the middleweights. Yes, the glamour division is the heavyweights, we know. But I'm telling you now, you look right there, these guys are on it. Fast, sharp, powerful. But it hurts, and you can imagine that being you. They're the size of an average man.
Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Leonard in that last round. How much? And here comes the 10th round. Not sure these two fighters can keep up the pace we saw last round, but you know they're going to try.
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you've cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
Counter punching. Needs to put some combination work together. One punch is good, two punches better. Got out of the way of that right hook. Stamina is so important for these two fighters because it allows them to use their skills throughout the match. It can all come down to who's in better shape.
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you've cheated, now we're going to find out.
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. When are we going to see a jab from these two? They blocked that jab. Got to let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Leonard in that last round. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but... And there's the bell for round 11. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
We hear that old phrase, second win. You've got to find it somehow.
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. The courage on display here is incredible. This has been a very competitive round between these two.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
So far, it seems like aggression has been the key. This fighter just not slowing down.
I've seen some aggressive fighters like this, and they are a nightmare. If you are not fit, that is the worst place to be, having second thoughts in the ring.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Leonard in that last round. After what we saw in that last... Who thought we would have made it to 12? That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Can't land the jab there. Seen in the past from this fighter, they don't get concerned when they lose some of the earlier rounds because they know they've got that power that can strike at any moment.
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed.
Sugar Ray is down on the canvas. Now that is a massive knockdown. Let's take another look.
I need to see that again.
You heard that right, ladies and gentlemen. A knockout victory and one of the biggest surprises of the year.
Accuracy, power, punch perfect. That must hurt.
Fight on by the grill, I'm like I'm Joe. Always tryna fight on by the. Always tryna fight on by the grill, I'm like I'm Joe. I'm coming for that dough, soon as I walk, they make